Thank you so much for tuning in. Mr. Mitsubishi here. In today's video, we'll check out this. Mitsubishi has just announced very recently new color. It's Graphite Grey. It's replacing the previous Titanium Gray. I believe in States it was Mercury Gray. Now they have this Graphite Grey. Absolutely gorgeous color. And I can see how a lot of clients also will compare this to sterling silver. I've read already in comments on my channel if I could do this comparison video, so there you go. This video is for everyone who's interested how exactly Graphite Grey compares to sterling silver. I can see how this is being a very kind of like hard choice or very similar choice for people looking one or the other color. So in this video we'll check out we'll check out the front and the back comparisons, so you know exactly how it looks when you compare one color to another. And again, this Graphite Grey is a new color, looks absolutely great on Mitsubishi Outlander. Same color, same paint option you can get on PHEV or Outlander gas version, doesn't matter which one. So these ones happen to be PHEVs, and their LE trim levels Canadian spec. Look really good, and let's have a look right now. How do they compare? And let's check them out. Beautiful sunny day today with direct sunlight. So this is how we can see how these colors would look in direct sunlight and how they differ from one another. Obviously the difference is you know, pretty noticeable visually. This one is much darker than the silver, but there's also some things that look different if we compare one to another. We're going to start top to bottom, and what we can see how this roof rail sort of like jumps out in titanium in this new gray color, Graphite Gray. We can see it right here, and then on this one here on the sterling silver it sort of blends in a bit more. So that is a first visual difference that we can notice. Then the chrome lines, I'd say on the sterling silver they blend in a little bit more. We can see how on this Graphite Gray it contrasts a bit because the paint itself it's darker, and the darker you go the bigger the contrast will have against the chrome. So that will be another thing. Now if we look at the sidelines, both design lines look sort of similar. Maybe the silver one throws a little bit more shade on the side. Now one big difference again on here on around the wheel wells in the bottom part is how the plastic contrasts, right? Because this one is a darker color, it doesn't contrast all that much. And if we look at the sterling silver, this lower part around the wheel wells contrasts quite a bit. Same goes for these mirror caps as well. So if we look at here on this Graphite Gray, it almost visually looks the same color. It's kind of hard to tell that you have this Graphite Gray right here and plastic right there. On sterling silver you can see that from a mile away. So same goes for these round wheel wells and the bottom rocker panel side skirts, right? So you can see how blends in, contrasts a bit more. So this is just sort of a different design theme to keep in mind, what kind of looks you want, what kind of accessories maybe you want to put on it, and everything else. Overall, I gotta say I'm a big fan of this Graphite Gray color. I'm happy that we ordered a bunch of them. We have one right here with GT trim level, so we can see how it has different wheels, everything's body color painted, and this is how it looks on a fully loaded version. Now back to these two. So this is how the side view is happening. So obviously we have these plug-in hybrid EV badges right here on both cases because these vehicles are identical. They're both PHEVs, they're both LE trim levels, so we are comparing apples to apples. Both are very clean, both have tire shine on it, so we're ready to rock in that sense. So we're done with the side comparison. Now let's have a look at the front, how they differ. And let's check out the front comparison between both colors. And again, we're going to start top to bottom. We can see how the sunroof part right here contrasts a bit more on the silver one. It blends in a little bit more on the Graphite Gray, and same thing, these roof rails blend in, contrast. And then as we go further down, I'd say the chrome part and this lower bumper part blends in a little bit more as a unified kind of like color theme with the sterling silver. Does contrast a bit more with this graphite gray, because you have the lower bumper part, we have the chrome that kind of like sticks in a little bit out, and as we discussed previously, you know, when you have darker color against the chrome, it'll just stand out a bit more, it'll contrast a little bit more. So we can see how these lower bumper, the corners right here, so they're both plastic, so it's both the same on both trim levels, because we're looking at identical Outlanders, but we can see how on the silver it'll contrast a lot more, because you have silver and black, and here you have this graphite gray and black. So in that regard, so this one is a little bit more unified, not jumping out too much, and then this one has a little bit more contrast, the lower part, the chrome, and then the roof rails right here. So front design, both look real cool. We'll definitely get to put some accessories on it, just like we did on this Outlander as well. We put some side moldings and hood emblems. So this one, by the way, is our new Mr. Mitz sales demo PHEV, beautiful red with some accessories for all the clients that come here at Tri-City Mitsubishi to experience PHEV. We have something for them. So okay, there we go. So this is the front comparison, and again, I think my favorite for now is the graphite gray. I just like it so much. Silver, I really like the silver, but graphite gray, the new color option, I absolutely love. So let's check out the back comparison right now. Now the back view. So again, there's few things that contrast a little bit more on one and the other, and we go top to bottom, so we can see again these roof rails kind of like popping up a little bit more on the graphite gray, and then the window part, everything sort of like this part right here up until the lower bumper part is going to be one kind of like design line on here we can see, because we have silver and black, and then taillights are different color again, it just contrasts a lot more on the silver. This rear part is what I really like about the silver. The taillights on Mitsubishi Outlanders, absolutely great design. We have this nice like T-shape, and especially when they're light up at night, that's where it looks like $1 million. And again, you have a lot more contrast going on silver due to black windows, these tail lights, these marker lights right here, and this part is more like a unified design without any much contrast going on, again because this is how all of them come from factory, with this bumper painted like this, and then you have silver with this silver just blends in, versus here you have gray and then silver, it just contrasts a lot more. But the upper part sort of like blends in a little bit differently here on the gray. So this is how we look from the rear point of view. I like both colors a lot, but I think my favorite for now is graphite gray. Leave a comment, what's yours? I just absolutely love this color. But for somebody who can't decide if they want sterling silver, graphite gray, I hope this video helps a little bit to decide which color you go. Honestly, either one option you go, you are making a good decision. So it's not like one is ugly color, the other one is gorgeous. It's just that the graphite gray is something new for Mitsubishi. Just started here a few weeks ago to land these nice color options. So there we go. Thank you so much for checking out this video. I hope you liked it as much as I did, and see you next time around.